Hello, hello, everybody. If you can hear me and see me, can you please let me know inside the chat? Thank you so much. All right, just to make sure that you can hear me and you can see me. All right, it has been 1 week. Everybody, can you hear me? Yes, okay. Can. That's great. That's great. All right. Now, if you are here, okay, can you please turn on your camera so that we can interact with one another? Today's topic is very huge. All right. So I want you guys to, take notes. All right. And of course, like ideally, you can actually take screen grabs as well. Okay, if you guys want. Okay. So for today, the topic is quite big, and also I specifically prepared this. It was supposed to be next month, but I purposely pushed it over to this month instead for this topic because so many of you have been asking me about like the type of products, like what type of scalp products is suitable, things like this. Okay, so now just wanted to have a quick sensing of everybody, right? Okay, have you guys been using the products? If yes, can you please comment yes inside the chat? Comment yes inside the chat. All right. Let me know if you have been using the products every single day. Okay, that is the most important thing, every single day. So how is your experience so far with the hair products? Okay, like the ampule or the cleanser. All right. So type with me, and then you can share it with me inside the chat. Let me know what is your experience with this, with all the products that you've currently used. Okay, I'd love to be able to hear from you guys. Okay, you can type it inside the chat. Okay, so of course, without further ado, today we actually have like a big topic that consists of like 6 different categories. Okay, RG says can't tell any visible difference so far. Definitely, if it's so fast, I will also be scared, right? Okay, yes. So if let's say Renee says, scalp feels very clean after the scalp cleanser. Thank you very much. All right. Now, what about the rest? The rest haven't taken anything or what? Or haven't used anything, is it? Yes, it tingles. Okay. So tingles, I don't know whether is it a good or bad comment. All right. So good. Okay, that's great. That's great to hear. Okay, now, so I'm going to just pull up my slides here. Okay, today is a huge topic. We're going to go in all about the scalp and of course about the hair. So this is one of my slides that I've prepared. All right, everybody can see my screen. Yeah, okay. If you can see my screen, just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up on the camera. All right. So thank you very much for coming in. Some of you, some of them told me that they are traveling. I have two of them saying that they're traveling today, so they're unable to make it. All right, but don't worry at all. Any sessions that you can't make it, you can always go back to the membership portal. All recordings will be uploaded 1 week after each coaching call. All right. So, great, no problem. Thank you so much, Jill, for letting me know. Okay, so now, what I wanted to share with you guys is that good hair starts with good habits, and of course, what we do every single day matters. So, I'm not sure if you guys are taking the food and the nutrition part very seriously because so far I've only seen like a couple of you actually sending in your food and your diet. Thank you so much for sharing it with the community because I believe that sometimes, we need to do things together in order for things to actually succeed. That is very important. How many of you here have been enjoying like the different pictures of the food that has been sent in by other community members? You comment yes inside the chat. Comment yes inside the chat. So sometimes you might forget, or sometimes you might not know what to eat, and then you can have a look at other people's idea, then you can be like, oh, actually I can consider taking that as well. So that's why sending yours is very important. Okay, and I want you guys to actually continue doing it. So now, what will you discover today? Okay, so today on this call, a very huge topic, very huge topic. Now, the first one is understanding your hair and your scalp. So these two is huge. All right. And number 2 would be your washing and cleansing practices. Number 3, we will be going into drying and post-wash care. Number 4, it will be combing, styling, and tools. Number 5, we will be going into day and night maintenance for our hair and our scalp. And lastly, we will be going into our devices, which is the red light therapy scalp devices. Okay, how many of you have started on the red light scalp therapy device? Comment 1 inside the chat. Comment 1 inside the chat if you have already started. Okay, those of you that haven't started, no worries. You are waiting for my cue. Later on, we will come to that. All right. So Jennifer says, don't know how to use. No problem. Okay. Later on, we will do it together. I will demo it to you. It's just going to take you less than 5 minutes. Okay. Now, so we want to very quickly go into the very first topic today, okay, which is understanding your hair and your scalp. Okay, with all these years, I've been in this entire beauty industry for more than 16 years now, and in the hair care industry specifically for close to 7 years now. I realized something that actually a lot of people don't know the difference between hair and scalp. So every single time when people tend to drop hair or when they have hair loss issue, the first thing that they will ask is what type of shampoo should I use? While that is not entirely wrong, but the problem is that you don't even know what is your scalp type yet or what is your hair type yet. And you directly dive into the shampoo part, which is not very good. All right. So today, I just want to be able to educate you guys and let you know how to actually differentiate your hair and to understand your hair, all of this easily from home. Okay. So please help me to mute yourself. Yeah. I think someone has accidentally unmuted. Hold on, okay, let me just mute. All right. So, how many of you thinks that your hair is oily when you comment oily inside the chat? How many of you thinks that your hair is oily? Comment oily inside the chat. Let me know inside the chat. All right, let me know inside the chat. If you think your hair is oily, all right, comment oily. Okay, no one? No one thinks that your hair is oily? Guys, participate, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you must participate. All right, when you participate, then you will be able to learn more. Okay, so no one. Okay, very good. So, yes, very good. Okay, so Maureen, it is a trick question. This is a trick question. My hair is oily. I have met more than hundreds or even thousands of women every single time telling me that her hair is oily. Now, for hair to be oily, it is a very rare occurrence in Singapore unless you literally soak your hair in oil. Then your hair can be oily. Typically, it's the scalp that is oily. It is not the hair that is oily. So I realized a misconception in Singapore, especially ladies, whenever we attend road shows, we ask for their hair type, they say my hair is oily. So I always need to take a long time to educate this group of women. And no worries, you're not wrong if you think that way because you were not taught as well. So nobody's hair is oily unless you go and pour the entire coconut oil onto your hair and you dip it into oil, then that will be oily. All right. So with that said, I wanted to share with you the hair is the hair, the scalp is the scalp. Okay. So our scalp is the part where it's holding on to the hair. This is the white color part that we all see. Everybody clear? All right. Now, how many of you grew up in an environment in the past when you were much younger, or maybe even till now, your household only has one type of shampoo and it is being shared among all of your family members? It can be last time, maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, your you were brought up in a household that everybody is sharing the same type of shampoo and you comment yes. Comment yes. Okay. And with that being said, everyone in the family, from husband to your grandfather to your children to your, I don't know, father, mother, everybody in the family, auntie, uncle, everybody is using that same bottle of shampoo. Okay. Wow. Nobody is answering inside the chat. Wow. So you mean 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you guys were using a different type of shampoo already? Ah, Lily says last time, yes. How many of you thinks these brands here are all very familiar? How many of you have used these brands at least once in your lifetime before in your family bathroom? Comment one. Comment one if you think that you have used it before. Okay? Yes, All right. Now, what I want to share with you is that one size fit all doesn't work, right? You see, so now we have Samantha. She's saying same shampoo for parents and siblings, means your whole household, everybody just share that one bottle of shampoo. Jennifer says, when younger, I don't even have to use don't even have shampoo, I had to use soap, right? So I get it, because in the past, our parents, our grandparents, our great-great-grandparents were not being brought up in an environment that knows how to take care of our hair. It's because of the generation, and it's because of today's growth. That's why we have so many different types of hair and scalp experts that is arising, right? So we must say that we are in a very, very, I would say, educational era at this point of time, to be able to understand more about ourselves and, of course, our hair, our skin, our body, right? So now, the next question I wanted to ask all of you. So when you purchase your shampoo, how do you choose your shampoo? What is this based on? Comment inside the chat. All right. Some of you look at the packaging. Some of you look at the color. Some of you smell the smell of the shampoo. Some of you probably, I don't know, look at the design. Wow, very nice. Some of you thinks that, oh, it's from Korea, it's good. Some of you thinks that, oh, I need to buy from China, it's good. What is it? Okay, what is the definition factor when you purchase your shampoo? All right, type in inside the chat. All right, now let's have a look. Okay, so we have scalp type. Lily says nice smell, and she haha, that's fine. That was me many years ago. Ingredients. Maureen says packaging, ingredients, popular brand. Okay, from advertisement to show. Okay, right. Suitability for hair type, reviews. All right. Now, imagine if you were buying the shampoo off the shelves. How are you going to see the reviews? There's no way, right? So we can only judge based on what? Typical lah. The scent, popularity, how it looks like, right? Ingredients, that's the only thing that we can look at, right? So now, what I want to share with you today is that there are a lot of people who has whose dressing table looks like this. How many of your dressing table, which is your vanity table, looks like this one? Or your bathroom looks like this one? Tons of skincare product one. A lot of skincare product. People say this skincare product good, I buy. This skincare product good, I buy. Okay? And I will also raise my hand because I'm like that also. Okay? So the reason is I wanted to ask, so why do you treat your skin so well, but most of us don't care for our scalp and our hair? And that is a very big problem in today's market, right? So, like I said, the scalp is actually when you shave off, it looks like that. Correct or not? Everybody agree, right? So when you shave off your entire head, does it look like that? It's the same as this man here, right? Holding on to his head, right? So if you care for your skin that much, why don't you care the same way for your scalp? Because the skin here on the face is the same as the skin here on the head. It's all skin. right? So, and that's the reason why we have to care it for the same way as well. And there's a lot of mistakes that a lot of Singaporeans make, and that's fine. Okay. Now you guys are the 1%. Comment 1% inside the chat. 1%. Okay. If you guys want to be the 1% to know how to be able to take care of your scalp and your hair like a professional, next time in future, when you meet your colleagues, you meet your friends, you are then able to share with them all of this knowledge that you've actually gotten. Wouldn't it be great that you actually attended to this call? Right? Great. So 1%. Thank you. Now, so we are going to go into this different types of scalp types today. So I want you guys to actually, do a small little test together with me. It's a hands-on activity. It's going to be really fun. All right. So you don't just sit there and listen to me. You have to do some work also. All right. Samantha says that's enlightening. Never thought of it that way. Skin on the scalp is like skin on our face. Exactly. Because if you shave off your entire head, your head looks like that one, isn't it? All right. So now I wanted to be able to share the top 3 scalp types in Singapore. Everybody type in 3 inside the chat. Okay. 3 scalp types. The biggest top 3 in the market. All this that I'm about to share with you all comes from different data, different research, different interviews that I've done with salons, with hairdressers, and they all commented this top 3 types is what's the most common in Singapore. The first type is oily. How many of you has oily scalp? Want to comment O? O for oily. Okay, comment O inside the chat if you have oily scalp. Okay, we have O. All right. Now, how many of you have dry scalp? You comment D. Comment D if you have a dry scalp. Okay. How many of you has a sensitive scalp? You comment S. Comment S. All right. Wow, only Lily has a dry scalp. Okay, anybody has a sensitive scalp that looks somewhat like that, is red, is itchy, sometimes there is a little bit of peeling, bleeding, wound, redness, inflammation. Anybody like that? Sensitive like that? No, okay. We are very grateful, all right? Because sensitive scalp is actually the hardest to actually treat. Okay, now, so I want you guys to have a look at this, what we call a at-home scalp test. Okay, so how we're going to do this is that you're going to do this tomorrow. Okay, if tonight you are going to wash your hair, how many of you going to wash your hair tonight, or you have already washed your hair like before you just came onto the call? You comment wash. All right, how many of you going to wash tonight or washed? Okay, very good. Lily and Maureen says washed. ED. Okay, then Jennifer say wash. Wash means later going to wash. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to wash. Okay, very good, very good. Later, I'm also going to wash after the call. So you do this tomorrow. Okay, those of you that is either going to wash or washed. Okay, you do this tomorrow. All right, and I want you guys to share your result in the Telegram group chat. Okay, so step number 1 is that we want to have a visual and touch check. Okay, so you do this on the second day after shampooing. You use a mirror, go and stand in front of your bathroom, or you can take a photo. Okay, if you can't see well in the mirror, you ask yourself, does your hair looks greasy or shiny? Does it look flaky or dull? Is it red or is it irritated? Okay, second day from the day wash, yes. So if today you wash, okay, tomorrow you can do already. Okay, tomorrow you can do already. All right. So you just have to check. Does it look greasy? How to check for greasy? You touch, sometimes you can smell. If it has a weird smell, you take note of all of these things. If you touch, then maybe you feel like, how come got some flakes coming off? You take note. All right. So now this is one very good way to check. Step number 2 is how you can do it. You can use your clean fingers to lightly press your scalp. So you can press on the crown, the top, and the scalp area. Okay. And then you just dab. Okay. And ask yourself, does it feel oily? Does it feel tight or dry? I believe I have two of you. I remember if it's two or three of you that told me that you have tight scalp one. Who was it? I can't remember. Okay, like you have tight scalp. Okay, so if you feel the tightness, okay, write it all down. Okay, do you feel sensitive? Sensitive means sometimes you feel a little bit spicy, like burning like that. Okay, discomfort, like pain somewhere, itchy somewhere. Okay, note it down. Just note inside your handphone. Okay, don't have to write composition. Just write one word. And then what is the next step? Step number 3. This is what you want to do. Okay, this is what we call a blot test. So you can actually take a piece of white tissue paper, okay, like what I'm holding on right now, all right, or if you have blotting paper, this blue color one, okay, how many of you got this blotting paper one? Okay, you usually when you do makeup, you want to blot your face from the oil. This is what I call a blotting paper. Now, don't have to purposely go and buy this. You can actually use a piece of white tissue, all right? Not too thick. You want to press it on your scalp near the crown area over here, okay? Or your parting line, especially the parting line. Example, if you have side parting, you have middle parting, all right? You want to press it along the lines here, all right, like this, for 5 to 10 seconds, okay? So you want to do it both sides, your top, and then over here at the sides, okay? Just for a good 5 seconds, all right? Mine won't work now because I just washed my hair like this morning. So you will not see anything now, okay? Because I know my scalp is not oily, so you will not see anything. But for those of you that commented oh just now, all right, you do this tomorrow and you let me know whether really or not your tissue will turn translucent or your tissue will only have small little blots. Best if you take photo of your tissue, all right, and you can send it inside a Telegram group chat, okay? So some of you may experience no oil. Some of you may experience no oil and flakes drop off. Some of you might experience tissue turning translucent. Maybe some of you might only see that the tissue is slightly, just like a little block like that. All right. Some of you, for sensitive scalp, you will not show anything, but you may feel stinging. You may feel hot on the head. You may feel itchy from just this light pressure, all this light pressure that you are putting on to your head. All right. So how many of you wants to do this test and share the results with me in a Telegram group chat tomorrow and comment me? All right. You need to know what is your exact scalp type, okay? Especially when you are purchasing shampoo, when you are purchasing like hair products, people will always ask you, even if they don't ask you your scalp type, you have to know your own scalp type. All right. So the next one, okay, that we are going to go into is that besides scalp types, we also want to look at hair texture. Okay, so we want to look at your hair texture, we want to look at your hair pattern, all right, and you want to look at your hair condition. Renee asked, wash tonight and do tomorrow. Yes, correct. You need to give it at least 8 hours difference. So if you wash tonight, tomorrow you can do it. You can do it tomorrow morning if it's too rush for you. You can do it in the afternoon. You can do it at night before you wash again. All right? Clear? Anyway, tomorrow public holiday, guys. Okay, so I'm sure most of you can do it. Okay, so the next one we're going to go into will be your hair. So hair is hair, scalp is scalp. Okay, so for hair, we want to know more things. Okay, then it will be very different. All right, so what is that thing that we want to know? The first thing is what we call a hair texture test. Okay, so step number 1 is that we want to go and wash and dry our hair. Anyway, you're going to do this anyway, right? Tonight. You're going to wash your hair tonight. So what we want to do is if you want to find out what's your hair texture, your real hair texture, okay, tonight you wash your hair with just your shampoo. No conditioner, no other styling product. So no hair oil, no serum, no things like leave-in conditioner, okay? Just let it dry completely. You can use your hair dryer, okay? You can air dry it, all right? But I highly recommend using a hair dryer. That will be step number 1. Okay, now, so step number 2 would be that you want to go through and check your strand thickness. So each strand of your hair, how thick is it? So what you want to do is you can actually take one strand of your hair, like what I'm doing right now, and then you can just hold it between your fingers, okay? So it's just one strand over here. So what you want to do is you want to check whether your hair is fine, whether your hair is medium, or your hair is coarse. Okay, yeah, no problem, go ahead and take your screen grab. All right, oh, you want to take, oh, okay, sure, here you go. Okay, so Jennifer is saying short hair cannot see. So what you want to do is, if it's short hair, then you can actually take a photo, ask your husband to help you take. So for example, if you have short hair, right, you just hold it like this, and then you just ask your husband to take a photo for you here, and then you look at the photo, and then you compare it with this one, this photo over here. Okay, then you will be able to determine, oh, okay, whether do I have fine hair, do I have medium hair, do I have coarse hair. How many of you thinks that you have fine hair when you comment fine? Or what do you think your hair texture is? You can comment inside the chat. All right. How many of you here have coarse hair one? How many of you thinks you have coarse hair? You comment C. All right. Fine on the top and coarse at the bottom and side. Okay. Now, coarse means dry, my friends. All right. So the next thing you can also do, okay, is this. Okay. So you want to feel it. Okay. So this is how it feels. If let's say you have fine hair, you can hardly feel it between your fingers. One like it's just like barely there. You know, you guys know what I mean. Like for those of you that is having fine hair one, actually you can just like pull it now and you can just feel it. Okay, you can just kind of like feel it. All right. And then if you have medium hair, you can also feel it. For those that's coarse hair, all right. Typically those who have coarse hair, their hair strands look like this is not an insult, but it looks like the horsetail. How many of you know how a horsetail looks like? You know that yeah, one strand of that horsetail, it will look like that. It's like horsehair. All right. It may feel very rough. It may feel like a wire. All right. So you want to go and take note of all these kind of things. Okay. And after testing your strand thickness, the next step is you can test your hair pattern. All right. So what is your hair pattern? So after drying, so note that just now I mentioned, don't apply conditioner, hair mask, all these kind of things after you dry your hair, because we want to look at your hair natural shape. Okay. So we have naturally straight hair, which means that it's just straight even after washing. There's no bends, no curves. It just lays flat and is sleek. The second type is wavy. It has an S shape or like loose band, and sometimes it's frizzy at the bottom. So that's me, wavy hair. I have wavy hair. All right. And then the last one is actually curly hair by nature. So you want to kind of take note, okay? Because some of you have curly hair, and then you don't know that you have curly hair, and then you keep going and use like over airy shampoo that makes your hair more pong. Everybody can understand pong is what, right? It's like very pong like that. So some of the things you want to take note. That's why I'm asking you to go and try your hair pattern test. Okay. So this is very interesting to find out. All right. So you can go and try it tomorrow. Now, one more other thing would be hair condition. Okay. Now, what you were born with, we can only look at the hair texture, which is this one, correct? Now, some of you, after you were born, you went to, based on your lifestyle, right? You went to either bleach it, it's dry, you go and chemical reborn, you go and perm it, you go and keratin treat it, you often use hair color, you often use iron, you often blow your hair, all these kind of things. How many of you have done at least one of these things inside here? One, you comment one. At least one of these things in your lifetime. Comment one. All right. So this is what I mean by hair condition. Okay. So, which means that when people ask you for your hair condition, these are some of the things that you can say. Dry, damage, tangled, frizzy, split ends, I bleach my hair, I color my hair, I perm my hair, I rebonded my hair, this kind of things. Okay? So it's very different. All right. Now, everybody got it, okay? So now your turn. Take about 1 minute, okay? Type inside the chat. Tell me what's your scalp type. How many hours after washing your hair did your scalp turn oily? Okay, which means that you can answer it in 2 hours turn oily. You can answer it in 5 hours it turn oily. You can answer it in the next day that it turn oily. All right. What is your hair texture? What is your hair condition? All right, come everybody, take 1 minute. Type it inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 questions for you. All right, 4 questions for you so that you can actually walk away with your answers. Okay, and in the future, when you are looking or when you're looking to buy any sort of products, and when the sales assistant actually asks you, then you can actually answer them correctly because your answer determines on what the person recommends you. And if you don't know, and if you anyhow answer, the person recommend you something else, you go back and try the shampoo or the hair product, and you don't like it, it doesn't turn out good for you, and you say it's not good. And it's not fair, right? Because the first thing is you want to know what is your own scalp type first. Okay, before we want to go into blaming other people's products or whatsoever. Okay, so we have okay, scalp oily the next day, hair fine, texture, hair condition. What is question mark? So your hair condition, you can say that it is dry, you can say that it is bleached, you can say that it is frizzy, you can say that it is normal, right? You can just share it. Dry. Okay, so dry means like when you touch it, it's rough. When you touch it, it's rough. It's not soft. It's not easy to comb. All right. So you want to know what is that answer. Okay. What about the rest? What about the rest? Okay. So we have oily, and we have Maureen says oily 6 hours, medium, and then heat styled. Right. So she actually says that she heat style means what? Means she's using some kind of hair dryer, she's using some kind of hair curler, she's using some kind of straightener, right? Okay, and then we have RG. She's saying oily, 8 hours, then oily. Okay, fine hair, very dry and very frizzy. Okay, and then we have Samantha. She's oily as well. Fine hair, fly away hair. All right, so Samantha, you have to let us know like how many hours after washing your hair, then your scalp turn oily, right? So all this information is crucial, okay? Because some people after they wash their hair 2 hours oily already. This type is super oily, means their scalp has problem because it's secreting more sebum than usual. All right, it's overcompensating. Okay, so you need to know that. All right. So everybody, this will be your homework. Okay, go ahead and take a screen grab, and then you want to be able to know what exactly is that problem. Okay, then next time you go and buy our products, you'll have a better answer. Okay, now why all of this will affect your product choices? Number one, imagine you have an oily scalp and then you go and buy a creamy shampoo. How many of you thinks what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you have oily scalp and you go and buy a creamy shampoo? What's going to happen? Right? Anybody knows? All right. It will become a disaster lah. Right? Scalp more oil. Right? Imagine you have fine hair and you go and buy a very thick conditioner. What's going to happen? You're going to have limpy and flat strands, which means that your hair will be very flat, okay? And it's lifeless. If you have a dry scalp and you go and buy a clarifying shampoo is typically those deep cleansing shampoo. What's going to happen? You're going to have more irritation on your scalp. You're going to scratch. Once you scratch already, what's going to happen? It's going to become red, and then there will be flakes coming out. And that's what's causing things like dandruff. That's what's causing things like peeling. That's what's causing things like a lot of different issues for your scalp problem. All right. So you have to know exactly what are scalp products versus hair products. Okay. So scalp focused products examples will be things like scalp cleanser is targeting your scalp. Hair tonic is targeting your scalp. Hair serum targeting your scalp. Hair ampule is targeting your scalp. And then if you have like hair focused product means typically is from your ear level downwards. All right. It will be things like conditioner. It will be things like hair mask. It will be things like hair oil or some kind of leave-on conditioner, leave-on essence, leave-on serum, right? All these naming conventions. All right. So how many of you thinks that this is very useful one so far? Comment yes inside the chat. Okay. Like this entire thing, you have to understand so that when you go out and buy your hair products, you will then be able to know exactly are you heading for the scalp or are you heading for the hair? Okay. This very important, these two things. Okay. Thank you. Now, so the next thing that I want to go into is I want to recommend you this thing called the double washing method. Okay. What is it? Double washing your hair means that you are washing your scalp twice in one session using your shampoo. Doesn't mean that you are using your conditioner or your hair mask means double washing. No, double washing just means that if you have a shampoo, you wash already, you wash off, and then you wash again. Okay. How many of you go to salon to wash hair and you realize that typically salon will double wash your hair? You comment yes. Comment yes. All right. So typically at the salon, they will always wash your hair twice. All right. Because they were trained and they were taught to actually double cleanse, double wash, just like your makeup. How many of you apply makeup and you actually use makeup remover, oil-based, water-based, and then after that, you will still go ahead and double cleanse with a facial foam one? Correct or not? So it's the same thing. Okay. How many of you are using the scrubby inside the hair package to wash your hair one? Renee very fast, me. All right. Sure, right. So when you have that tool to help you to wash your hair, isn't it easier to wash your hair now comparing to use your fingers? It's very easy, right? So why double washing actually works for you? Because number one, when you double wash your hair, your first time washing, it removes the surface layer oil, it removes the surface layer dirt, remove the surface area styling residue. Styling residue means what? Means if let's say, don't think that only hair gel, hair wax, hairspray is styling residue. We have things like hair serum, hair oil, you apply on the hair ends one. All these are what we call styling residue. Dirt. Maybe you're thinking, why got dirt? Because you go and take the bus, you go and take the MRT, you go and take a Grab, you go and take a car, you go and sit on your car, backrest, you're going to do this. I don't know how many thousands of people have sat there before, and all of their bacteria will actually come onto your head. Agree or not? Right? So that's why this is your first layer of washing. Okay. And then your second layer of washing, then you will clean the scalp very deeply. And typically, when your scalp is clean, your second wash, you will realize that the foam from your shampoo will be a lot. Okay, you guys can go and try this. First wash, your foam will not be a lot one. Second wash, your foam will be a lot because why? Your scalp is clean already. So it's easy to actually create and it's deep cleansing your scalp. Okay, now, and it also will help you to reduce scalp odor. Okay, I don't know if you have ever smelled it before, ever experienced it before. Scalp odor is very bad. Sometimes you don't even know that you got scalp odor. You need to let the person next to you tell you that you got scalp odor. Okay, because sometimes you can't smell it anymore. Flaking or build up. So double washing will help. Now, but double washing is not for everybody. Who is it for? It will be best for oily scalp people. It's best for those that's using ampoule serum styling products, like if you're in the service industry, you have to use hair wax, hair gel, hairspray. You have to double wash. Okay. And then if you are staying in sunny Singapore, right? Very hot, humid weather. If you go to Bangkok, you go to this kind of places, very hot places, it's best to double wash. All right. Now, the next tip that I wanted to share with you guys, okay? How many of you, before I go into that, how many of you here has more than one shampoo and you comment me? How many of you got more than one shampoo you comment me? Hmm. Okay. Now, so here's why you need more than one shampoo. The first type of shampoo typically you should have will be some sort of clarifying shampoo, some kind of cleansing shampoo, some kind of deep cleanse shampoo. They will usually call it clarifying lah, cleansing lah, scalp cleaning, the different names, okay? But it does what it does, cleanse. All right. And then number two, you will typically have some kind of moisturizing shampoo for like super dry hair days or like after sun exposure. Typically, you will also need to have some kind of like sensitive scalp shampoo when itchy or flaking. Is sometimes it's only time of the month, sometimes when you have that time of the month, maybe that period you're extremely stressed, you're extremely anxious, probably you have some kind of itchy, flaky scalp, oily scalp, sensitive scalp. Okay. Scalp treatment shampoo, all right, like dandruff, hair loss shampoo. So I'm not saying that you need 4 types of shampoo. I'm just saying that these are the top few shampoos in Singapore that most people carry. All right. Now, how many of you here got at least 2 of these shampoos? One just now I mentioned one. Comment 2. All right. Okay, very good. Okay, so you want to be able to rotate your shampoo based on number one, the weather. Okay, weather means what? Sometimes when it's super hot, you perspire more, your scalp gets more oily, your scalp gets clogged. You go for the weather. Okay, sometimes it's because of the hair condition. Some of you, I don't know whether you realize it, sometimes you wake up and then you just realize that how come your hair today super dry? Sometimes you realize that after working the whole day, after being in an aircon room, you realize that your hair is very dry. In dialect, we call it siap siap, like over here below, it's like you feel it's like this siap siap feeling, Okay. Then sometimes you will feel like there's some kind of like it's like a layer. Sometimes you feel like, how come like there's a very uncomfortable feeling, like in dialect we call gao wei, like very very uncomfortable, like you feel like there's something on your scalp like that. Okay, so you want to rotate based on these 3 different conditions. All right, so now the next step, okay, the next one that I want to introduce to you guys is this thing called the pre-oiling shampoo. Sorry, the pre-shampoo oiling. Pre-oiling shampoo, sorry. Pre-shampoo oiling. All right. How many of you does this step one? You comment one. Comment one. I know there's one client here that is using pre-shampoo oiling. Yes. Sometimes. All right. That's good enough. So what you can do is you can actually apply a few drops of lightweight oil or like a scalp serum that is meant for this purpose 10 to 15 minutes before washing your hair. Okay, why we want to go ahead and use like a pre-shampoo oiling? Because the pre-shampoo oiling will help to reduce moisture loss from the shampoo, and it will help to prevent over drying on your hair ends, and it will soften your scalp flakes for easier cleansing. All right, so sometimes this pre-oiling, okay, what you want to do to use this kind of pre-oiling, okay, is these are some of the oils that you want to look for. Okay, we have jojoba oil, we have argan oil, we also have very lightweight scalp serum. Okay, so you can actually go outside when you choose your pre-oiling. Okay, you want to go and look for this kind very lightweight one. Okay, all right. Argan oil is inside here. Okay, rosemary is technically okay, no problem. All right. So these are some of the choices that you can make. Now, so the next thing that is also very important when it comes to maintaining your entire hair is this thing, water temperature. Aha. Okay. Water temperature, very important. A lot of people don't know. So number one, hot water, it will open your hair cuticle too much, causing dryness and causing your hair color to fade. Okay, so if you are someone that dyed your hair and you realize that when you use hot water, your hair color fades very easily. Number two, you want to use lukewarm water. Okay, because when you cleanse your hair, it will safely cleanse without drying. And then what you want to do is you use cool rings at the end. Means when you are done with lukewarm water, okay, the last rings will be cold water at the end so that it will help to seal your cuticle for smoother, shinier hair. Typical hair salons will do this step. You won't feel it because most of the time you are lying down and it doesn't touch your body. So you will not feel like suddenly you got a shock from the coldness, right? But typically what they will do, why they do this is because of science. It will just open up your cuticle, then after that you will seal it back. So it's a hot and cool technology. All right. So this one very interesting. You can try it as well. Those of you that's going to wash hair tonight. Okay. Lukewarm water and then you use cool rings at the back. All right. Now, the next one for your hair, a very important tip from me is that you want to go ahead and do this, what we call a weekly hair mask ritual, because hydration isn't a luxury, it's survival for your hair. How many of you here use like a weekly hair mask or some sort? Anyone? Weekly? Weekly. Okay. So weekly hair mask means that you want to be able to nourish your hair ends. Just now I noticed your answers. A lot of you are saying that you have dry and frizzy hair ends. Why? Because your hair is not drinking enough water. Okay, just like how you are drinking water every day. So if every single week you are already doing the scalp cleansing, so you should also do a weekly hair mask to actually keep up with your hair strands at the bottom. Because we are not just trying to let it grow from the top. Sometimes when you keep your hair in good shape, your scalp environment will improve. So this is one thing that you want to go ahead and take note. Now, a lot of people may be thinking at the back of their head, "Aya, so leceh, every week need to do this, do that." But then I want to ask you back the same question. Why do you do it for your face then? For your skincare, how many steps do you apply? Minimum, you need 2 steps. Correct or not? Everybody, at least you got use toner, serum, moisturizer, something along this line, right? So why is it that you want to do it for your face and you not do it for your hair, right? It's the same thing, okay? Your hair will get dry if you don't do it. Your face will get dry also if you don't do it. Same thing, all right? So use a deep repair mask once a week, just focusing from mid-length to your hair ends. So from your ear level all the way down, just focus on doing it. Why? Because when it helps you to rebuild your moisture in your hair, your entire hair shaft will be very healthy. It will help to smoothen out your frizz and it will help you to prevent split ends and hair breakage at the bottom. So when your entire hair is smooth and glossy, like mine, if you can see from the camera, my hair is smooth and glossy. This type of hair, you will never be angry with it. When you're not going to be angry and frustrated at your hair, your moods get better, you get less stress, your entire scalp will be circulated. All right. So oiling the hair considered as hydration. You want that one is oiling the scalp. But sometimes when we oil the hair, actually I don't recommend because when you oil the hair too much, especially with too heavy stuff, like some type of castor oil, it actually sometimes it will overcompensate. So I rather you do it on your scalp than your hair. All right. So one more other thing, there's a tip at the bottom. So you want to apply with a steam towel or like a shower cap for deeper penetration. If you have some kind of hair mask, all right, you want to actually put on your shower cap. Okay, you can buy those disposable shower cap, or you just go to a hotel staycation. You just grab it from the hotel. Okay, it's going to be free. Okay, that's what I usually do. So I have tons of it. I brought it from Shopee, the disposable type. So I will just wear it. I'll just walk around the house, do my house chores. 30 minutes, I'll wash it off. Very, very smooth. Okay, and this will help you to tame your hair frizziness. Okay, trust me, this is one of my secret. Okay, so scalp exfoliation use once a week. I believe you guys are already doing it. Use a gentle AHA BHA scalp exfoliant to remove your dead skin cells, your product build up, and your excess sebum, which your excess oiling. Okay, everybody is doing this scalp, this scalp exfoliation, all right. Now, so we want to be able to avoid this thing called physical scrubs. Take note, now there is a lot of um like hair salt, hair sugar, scalp sugar outside in the market. If your scalp is sensitive, okay, you don't want to actually use this kind of physical scrubs like salt or sugar. Those is very cost one because it will cause your scalp to be further damaged. Okay, there might be abrasion that you cannot see. All right, this kind of hidden abrasion that you cannot see. Okay, so why we want to do this scalp exfoliation? Okay, the benefit is that because there will be better absorption of your hair serum, your hair oil, your hair ampoule, your hair tonic, and there will be reduced flakes, scalp odor, and lastly, it will promote clearer and there is more oxygen being sent to the scalp. When there is more oxygen being sent to your scalp has more blood circulation. When there's more blood circulation, it will cause your entire hair follicle to actually reactivate. And therefore, from there, your hair growth will start. Everybody clear? Okay. Now, that was section 2 only, my friends. Okay, very huge section. So now we are going into section number 3, okay, which is drying and post-wash care. Okay, Renee asks, is it a scalp cleanser we are doing? Yes, you can go ahead and use a scalp cleanser. When we apply the ampoule after showering, do we blow dry immediately? Are you talking about the one that looks like a pen, the one that can click? Yes, yes, that's right. My answer is yes. Okay, so now towels. This is huge. Okay, guys, how many of you, your hair towel looks like this one? The good morning towel, or your hair towel is some kind of like cotton towel. All right. You want to make sure that your regular towels are actually swapped out. Okay. Don't use cotton. Try not to use those very harsh cotton. There's different grade of cotton nowadays. Okay, these two are actually a very common type of towels that we see in the market that will lead to friction and breakage. Instead, for your towels, what you want to do is you want to swap for microfiber towel. Okay, why? Because it will reduce the frizz and the static after you wash your hair. Second, it's gentler on your wet strands because when your hair is wet, your hair is very vulnerable. Okay. And lastly, it will prevent mechanical breakage. What is mechanical breakage? Which means that, like, you use microfiber towel. A lot of people, they dry their hair like this. How many of you see this before? Like this rub. Okay. So this is what we call mechanical breakage. So what you want to do is always pat and squeeze your hair dry, but never rub. Okay. So here's what you can do. Okay. Can you see? Okay. Always just pat. Okay. Don't rub it. Okay. It's very important. Now, the next thing is that for towels, hair towels, you want to wash it once every 3 days. How many of you wash your hair towels once every 3 days one? Or your towel is just one towel, one body towel and one just one body towel, use it for the hair. Okay. towels must be washed once every 3 days. Okay, because it will then contaminate. There's a lot of contamination inside. Okay, so you want to be very careful with that. Bacterial growth. Okay, so now the next one I want to go into is hair dryer. Okay, I remember getting on a call with most of you, and then I think I have like a small handful of you, like 2 or 3 of you that don't have hair dryers one. How many of you don't use hair dryer one? I can't remember who was that. Okay. But what you want to know about hair dryer is that there's different grade of hair dryers, and the hair dryer will affect your hair long term to come. Now, basic drugstore hair dryers, that's the most common type. Okay, those hotel ones, okay, usually under $30, you can buy something like this. Very loud, very hot, no speed control. There's only one single speed. It is the type of hair dryer that you turn on, there's only one speed. Like there's only one button. All right. How many of you know what I'm talking about? One. All right. No iron tag, can burn the scalp, and it can cause frizziness. This is the type of basic hair dryers that we have in the market. The second type of hair dryers, okay, is ionic hair dryer. Okay, so typically ionic hair dryer, it helps to release the negative ions to break down water molecule faster. It will improve your frizz and improve your smoothness. So this type of ionic hair dryer is great for humid Singapore weather. All right, so you want to go for that kind. And then we also have the professional salon grade hair dryers, okay, which is like higher wattage, like it can go up to 1008, 1009, 2002 because it's like faster and it is less hot, and it can dry your hair like 2 times faster than the usual type. So usually it has like different settings, cool, short, heat, speed settings, and it can help you to remove filters as well. Okay, what type of hair dryers are you guys using at this moment? Can you comment it inside the chat? Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? Okay, or no hair dryer? I don't know. Like some of you maybe got no hair dryer, but I'm not judging. It's okay. All right. It's okay. We want to learn. Everybody needs to learn. Okay. Very good. So we have Dyson. Okay. I advocate that brand. Dyson is great. Okay. We have Renee one, and then we have Jillian two. That's great. That's great. No one has no hair dryer on, right? Here. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now, so, what to look for when buying a hair dryer? How many of you wants to find out one? Okay, what to look for? Not expensive means good. Okay, by the way, not expensive means good. I remember when I was much younger, probably about like 10 years ago, I was in the hair trade and I was going to China to actually source for many, many, many different types of hair dryers. I tried like more than 50 different hair dryers in China because I was sourcing for the right one. So I know exactly what type of hair dryer we should look for. Okay, so and that's why I'm actually passing all this information to you guys. Okay, so number one, you want to look for a hair dryer that has 3 heat settings plus cool shot, okay, to actually adjust for your hair type and reduce damage. Number two, you want to look for either ionic or ceramic technology because it will help you to speed up your hair drying times, like 2x it. And then you want to look for something that has low noise, very lightweight, okay, because when you're using every single day, the weight of the hair dryer matters. How many of you agree? Okay. Now, and you want to make sure that removable filter. If the filter is not removable, okay, for easy cleaning and better airflow, then basically this hair dryer will not help you much. Okay. And warranty is the most important. Warranty, local service support, okay, very important. So you want to look out for those hair dryers without brand names. You want to look for those hair dryers that overheats in less than 5 minutes. Like you blow a while, then suddenly the hair dryer stops. Okay. Loud buzzing, you want to avoid hair dryers that is like one heat or one speed only, or when you touch the hair dryer, it just feels very hot to the touch. Okay. These are what these are the type of hair dryer that you want to look out for. Okay. Hi Jillian. Yes, congratulations to you. Yes, we of course you can rewatch this 1 week later after this coaching call. It will be uploaded into the membership portal. Okay, now, so here are some of the brands that Gina personally approves after trying more than 50 different hair dryers in the market. Okay, two brands. I give you one that is more luxurious, the other one that is better in price, more affordable as well. Okay, so you can pick. All right, Dyson Supersonic is very good. All right, if you're using Dyson Supersonic, very good. It's going to last you for 8 years or even 10 years. Go ahead. All right. And then if you want to look for something that is more lower tier, more affordable, but equally good, then you want to you want to consider this brand. Yes, you can change the Dyson filter here. This is the part. Twist and pull it down, and you can clean with wet tissue. All right. Now, this sorry, this is the wrong image. It's supposed to be a hair dryer. Okay, later I will show you. This brand is Strive. I have used it for quite some time after doing my my live stream, things like that. Strive. But I put in the wrong picture. I actually changed it, but I don't know why it still pops up. Okay, but it's actually a Strive Pro dryer. Okay, later I will share with you guys. How often you should do that? You should do that at least once a month. I do that once a month. All right. So why hair must be fully dried before heading out? Okay. So that's why I mentioned about hair dryer. Okay. What brought me into hair dryer topic is because I realized there's a lot of ladies in Singapore that don't blow dry their hair before they go out. How many of you is guilty of that one? All right. So hair wet, hair damp, please don't go out. Okay, please dry your hair. Okay, how many of you have seen one of these ladies on the MRT before? Okay, and if it's you, doesn't matter. Now you know. Okay, tomorrow onwards, you want to actually go out with completely dried hair. Okay, this is very important. Correct. You see, RG, she knows easier for bacteria to stick onto wet hair, right? It is, and inside they will actually form, they're going to form their organisms, they're going to form their own stuff, so you want to be very, very careful about it. Now, so going out with damp hair is not just about catching a cold. Last time, olden times, our grandparents always say, you go out with wet hair, you will 着凉 and you will catch a cold. It's not. It's about scalp health. Okay. A lot of people, especially last time when I used to work in a workforce, I have colleagues that comes to work with their hair dripping wet, and every single time after their hair dries up, there was a very heavy stench and odor that I can smell from miles apart. Every time she walks past me, there's a stench and an odor smell. Okay, so you don't want to have that. All right, so you want to be very careful. So, what can happen? Okay, scalp odor, that's what I just mentioned. Bacterial fungal growth and clogged follicles leading to pimples, itchiness, frizzy, or very rough texture. Okay, I see a lot of people with wet hair, right? I also see it. And every time I was like, please get yourself a hair dryer. MRT stations should totally install hair dryers for people who are in a rush. I think that's a brilliant idea. Like just like how MRT stations is currently providing like the charger station to charge the phone. I think they should I don't know, like if I'm Strive or something, I'm Dyson, I'll just like ask SMRT to collaborate, put my hair dryer there so let people use. I don't know, like that is actually a great idea. So always ensure that your roots are fully dried, especially when you are going in an air-conditioned place. Okay, like especially when you're going to the office. All right, it's very, very bad for your hair. Okay, so if today onwards you see any of your friends, your family, your relatives, your colleagues, or even your boss that comes into the office with wet hair, dripping hair, please tell them to blow dry. It's very important. Okay, if they got no time, wash their hair at night. All right. Now, the next part, very interesting. We're going to go into combing, brushes, styling, and tools. All right. So here are some different combs and brushes that I wanted to recommend you guys. When we dry hair dryer, do we dry 100%? Exactly. It has to be 101% dry. Okay. Now, so there's different types of combs out there. Let me know which one are you guys using. All right. So we have the different type of like white tooth comb that looks like this. It's great for combing wet hair or curly hair, but sometimes your hair just gets in the middle. Okay. Number two, detangling brushes for like knots, tangles on damp or dry hair. So these are some of the brands that I recommend, like Tangle Teaser, Wet Brush. Go and buy them. Super good, very effective. We also have like ball bristles. Typically, I wouldn't recommend you to use this unless you are actually like smoothing out your frizz, or you're like distributing oil. So like when you are using some kind of oiling on your head, and you can go for this. Okay. And then paddle brushes, my favorite. Okay, very good for brushing thick hair or like straight hair. Okay, because it will help to reduce the static. Just now, somebody mentioned that you have flyaway hair. I couldn't remember who was it. You might want to consider investing in a good paddle brush. Okay. And lastly, round brush. Yes, Samantha. Okay, round brush. This kind of round brush is better for like people who like to style their hair. So like for bangs, short hair, they will typically do this and then they will blow. Okay. So how many of you are using, like, what type of brushes do you have at home? For me, personally, I love the detangling type of brush and I love paddle brushes. This tool works very well, especially for medium length hair onwards. All right. Now, let me see. I have the last. Oh, okay. Does the detangling brush works? I always have hair that tangles after wash. Yes, it works. If you buy the good brands. I'm not saying those Shopee ones are not good, but it's just quality really matters, especially being 9 years in the hair industry. It has taught me a lot of things. That the smallest things matters, from your hairbrush to your hair dryer, your hair towel. There's still more later on that we will cover. Very important. I have the last three brushes. Jillian asked, should you comb your hair when it's wet? Isn't it more prone to breakage? Haha. The next slide will be about that. Renee says, I have the paddle and the white tooth comb. All right. So is the paddle not enough for you to detangle your hair? RG says 1 and 4. Okay, very good. My hair is short, so normal comb is good. Using white tooth and paddle brush. The brand Tangle is good. Yes, that's right. Okay, so very good. Now, the question that Jillian asked. Okay, very good question. All right. Now, this one I wanted to share. Never comb your hair when it is dripping wet. Okay, dripping wet means what? This simply means that you don't comb your hair when you're in the shower and you are trying to wash your hair, and you comb your hair right after that when it's dripping wet, because your hair is at the weakest state. Okay. The best time is to comb it after you towel dry with a microfiber towel. That is what most hair salons are doing. Or before applying your leave-on serum, scalp serum, okay, or before bedtime. Before bedtime, after I wake up, these two time slots is usually where I use my paddle brushes. It's very, very important. Okay. Why? Because it helps to prevent unnecessary breakage. It helps to spread your scalp natural oils to the hair ends. And it helps you to boost your blood flow. Okay. So for me, I comb my hair very often every single day. In the morning when I wake up, before I go out. In the afternoon in the office, I will comb my hair. After lunch, I will definitely comb my hair. Before I wash my hair, I will comb my hair. After I wash my hair, I comb my hair. I comb my hair at least 7 times a day. Okay, 7 times a day. So that's why you see my scalp is very, very what we call, there's a lot of blood flow, because I keep on combing my hair with paddle brushes. Okay, doesn't make that oily faster, no, not for me. So why you want to comb your hair every single time? Because it helps to boost your blood circulation. That is very important. Now, hair will drop, but then doesn't mean that you don't comb it. If you don't dare to comb your hair, that's why your hair drops more. Trust me. Okay? When your hair needs to go, it needs to go. Let it go if it needs to go. So hair ties, bands, and clips are very important. What you want to avoid is this thing called rubber bands, thin elastic bands, metal clips, tight plastic cloths. All this you want to avoid. But instead, you want to use fabric covered scrunchies like silk scrunchies, spiral coil tie, okay, gentle claw clip with soft edges. Nowadays, a lot of people are using tight plastic claws. How many of you here have tight plastic claws on? All right. Make sure that you are going for high quality claws. Can see mine. I have this claw here, but it is with soft edges. So it will not spoil your hair. All right. So all of this is very important. Why? Because when you tie your hair too tightly, it's also a very important thing to take note. Okay. And you don't forget to wash your tools. So your tools collect dust, your tools collect oil, okay? Your tools collect product residue, your tools collect dead skin cells. All of your tools, like your hair brushes, all of these things, okay? How often to clean? Your brush and your comb, weekly, you have to comb it. You have to clean it, sorry. Your clips and your hair ties, you got to wash it every fortnight. Once every 2 weeks, you got to wash it. Your heating tools, you got to wipe down your cloth with damp cloth. How many of you do all these steps one? Comment one. All right. If you never do this step, this is something new to you. Comment new. All right. You got to do this. Because all of these things, dirty tools will damage your hair. It will. All right. So if especially you're using styling products like wax, gel, sprays, good products are water-based, alcohol-free, and easily rinse out. These are for people who is using hair wax, hair gel, hairspray. If you have husbands, sons, grandsons using this kind, please let them know. Ask them to go for water-based, alcohol-free, and those that's easily rinse out. And avoid products with high alcohol percentage because it dries up your hair and your scalp. Those sticky, waxy texture, like there's this brand, they always do the advertisement, it's like you stick and then like there's an insect fly in and then the insect cannot fly out. That kind, very scary. Okay, please don't use that kind. Long hold hairspray. All of these things you want to avoid. You want to be very careful. Okay? And if you style often, make deep cleansing shampoo or like clarifying shampoo your best friend, like once a week. All right? So now, and dirty tools damages hair, just now I mentioned, right? So what you want to take note is that if you are using some kind of heating elements, okay, these are typical things that you see: burnt residues, old oil, or your product on the ceramic platings, okay, all of this has to be washed. Sorry, not washed, clean with a wet tissue. So you want to use a damp cloth, use a few drops of alcohol, okay? Clean it when unplugged and fully cooled. How many of you here first time hearing this one? Need to clean hair straightener one. Say new. All right. Need to clean hair straightener. Very important. Okay, because then you keep on gapping and gapping and gapping and gapping. All of this will transform to your hair and your hair will damage. Okay, so you want to be very careful. I'm very careful and very anal with all of my products. So I want you to have the same type of mentality and mindset. Alcohol wipes. I've never tried alcohol wipes. I'm just worried that it might be a little bit too over harsh because alcohol wipes is like 99%, right? So I usually use alcohol sprays that is like distilled with water. So I will pour a little bit alcohol, a little bit water, then I put I have this type of dry tissue that is thicker, that looks like this. Then I will just wipe it gently. Okay. Any concern with using hair straightener? Will it cause damage and hair fall? Now, for hair straightener, it really just depends on what type. If you're using those what's it, ionic and ceramic ones, typically it will not cause hair damage. But what I want to recommend is that you need a heat protectant, a very good one. Okay. I wonder if the hair salon do this. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want to say. Okay. So you can make sure in the next time. Okay. So section 5, day and nighttime maintenance. Okay. At night, what we want to make sure is that our pillowcases, okay, pillowcases play a huge part when you're trying to tackle frizzy hair and dry hair. Huge, huge. This is huge. A lot of people don't know about this. If you are using regular cotton, okay, and I don't blame you for that because that's the most common bed sheet that everybody has at home. Okay, typically it will absorb the moisture in your hair when you sweat at night, and it will cause friction. All right. You want to go for like silk or satin pillowcases because when there's smooth glide, then there's better, lesser frizz. So the benefits were that it will maintain your hair moisture and it's great for like, especially if you got dry hair. Just not a lot of you mentioned that you got dry hair, right? Or bleached hair. Okay, bleached hair is like in my case, right? So satin pillowcases, silk pillowcases. Now I want to say again, get the good grade ones, okay? Tencel lah, don't know how to pronounce, L something low cell or something like that. Yeah, go for this kind of silk pillowcases. Don't have to be the whole mattress. Just buy the pillowcase for your pillow. Can already. So you can actually try this. It will have a difference one. You go and try. All right. And one more other thing, you want to wash your pillowcases 2 to 3 times per week. Every time I tell my friends that, they don't believe. They don't believe me. They say very troublesome. But for me, every time I buy a bed sheet set, I will buy extra 2 pillowcases because I will make it a habit that to wash it once every 2 days because it's very important. Every day, even though you say don't have, but there will be. Okay. At night, you might sweat and you cannot feel it. You don't know because by the time you wake up, the sweat already dissolved already. Okay. So you want to be very careful. Okay. Especially if you apply hair oil, hair serum. Okay. How many of you toss and turn in bed when you sleep one? How many of you like this one, like the picture like that? Toss and turn. Maybe not 360-degree lah, but you want to toss and turn and toss and turn. Okay. Yes. So it's like that. Okay. So do you know that by doing this, but you don't know ma, right? Like you sleeping, you don't know ma. So by doing this tossing and turning, right, your hair can tangle, break, and stretch while you do that. Okay. But the thing is, the worst thing is that we don't know because we are sleeping and we cannot control it. Only your partners know or whoever that's sleeping with you know. Right. So here is one way, okay, that you can actually do. For me, I do that on alternate days when I don't wash my hair. Okay. So here is how I do it. I will braid my hair up. And then when I braid my hair up, I will tie it with a silk scrunchie. I always have a silk scrunchie, so I just tie it at the bottom. Okay, so I just braid it up. Okay, not tie like this. Okay, please don't be mistaken. Don't tie like this on the right side. You can tie a very loose braid so that I will avoid like the tossing and turning when I turn because my husband tell me that I turn, right? So whenever I do that in the morning, I wake up, I realize that I wake up with lion hair. I wake up with lion hair. How many of you thinks that your hair wake up like lion when you comment lion? All right. I have a lot of friends wake up like lion one. So I always tell them, I say, you go and try this method. Even if you are short hair, right? You can also like braid it a little bit. Okay. Like medium hair length is possible. It's possible. All right. So and one more other trick is if you don't want to do this, okay, that's fine. You can do this other method. You can apply leave-in hair conditioner, or hair serum. Hair conditioner maybe is too light. Because most hair conditioners are not designed to be super moisturizing. So you can actually leave on an overnight hair serum, hair oil, okay? If you want to avoid that freeze and that static, okay? So this is one very, very good trick lah, okay, that I want to share with all of you. Wow, Jennifer said I wear a large fabric shower cap. Yes, Jennifer very smart. Actually, I didn't want to put this in, okay, but you know nowadays there's this silk thing that looks like a shower cap one, then you can go and sleep. So when you wake up, you don't look like a lion. Yeah, so actually Jennifer is very smart. So either you use this fabric one that looks like a shower cap, or you go and get silk pillowcases. It really helps with the frizziness and the static. You guys can try. Yeah, you all can go and try. While there's no specific brand of like silk pillowcase that I recommend, as long as you get good silk, don't get those Shopee ones. Like if you see the silk $5, then very hard to say lah. All right. Where to buy, Jennifer? Okay. I believe, Maureen, you can buy it from I think I've seen this store before. I can recommend it to you guys. Since you mentioned bleach hair, will coloring or shredding hair also affect our hair? It will definitely affect your hair, but as long as with proper damage care control, it is still okay. You see, my hair is bleached, my dear. Does it look like it's damaged? It looks shiny, right? And glossy because I take good care of my hair, like how I take good care of my skin. Says it takes time to reach this kind of what you call glossiness. How about short hair? For short hair, definitely you can do it. So what you want to do is when you apply, you just dab lightly outside. So you don't apply on your scalp. You apply like lightly like this. Lightly, just very lightly only, a bit only. It works. My mom is short hair also. So she also does that. She has boy short hair. So my mom also does that. All right. So now everybody, I know that you guys have been asking me how to use the red light scalp therapy device. Okay. So now it's time for hands-on. I'm just gonna spend about like 5 minutes talking about this. Okay. And then we will go to the next one. Okay. I'm just gonna stop sharing for a while here. I know a lot of you have been asking me about the shampoos, the hair products, and things like that. Okay, so later after this, I will be taking some time, just about a short 10 minutes, to talk about the shampoos and things like that. So if it's okay for me to slightly overrun a little bit, okay, you type in okay inside the chat. Type in okay inside the chat. So now, if you have the red light therapy scalp massager right beside you, okay, you can just take it out now so we can like kind of like do it together. Okay, now in your package, you should receive this hair serum. How many of you received this hair serum? Okay, you should have it lah. Okay, you should have it. Okay, this hair serum. Now, I want to tell you that this hair serum, don't think that it is some random hair serum. This hair serum is made up with 12 different types of active ingredients that helps you to activate your hair follicles. You can see it inside that little sheet that I put inside the bag for all of you. The ingredients is very powerful. We have Anagrain, we have Redensil. All of the ingredients are fantastic ingredients. Okay, now these two must be side by side now. Okay, so we want to use it together. All right, now, so what you want to do is you turn to the back. Okay, at the back there will be this word that you just need to twist in one direction and it will open. Okay, can everybody got this step like this step is very easy, right? Okay, you twist open. Now, then the next step is that inside, okay, is actually a compartment. All right, it's actually a compartment. So how you want to open it, okay, is that you want to open the compartment already. So you want to pour it out, this compartment, it looks like this. All right, it looks like this. And then this compartment is just twist, turn, and open. Okay, so you just turn and open. All right, and then it should have a little hole here. So what is this container here for? Now, this container here for is for you to put in the hair serum. Okay, for you to put in the follicle serum. This is the follicle serum. Okay, so what you want to do is usually I'll just use like 1 drop or less. Okay, roughly like sometimes I'll just agar a little bit. Okay, And then you want to make sure that everything is just coated. Okay. And then you just cap it back. Now take note of the catch. All right. So you just want to take note of the catch. You just want to look for that right catch and then you twist it back. Okay. Twist it back. Okay. One drop or one stopper. One about one full dropper about there. But usually I agak. It's about one dropper lah. Usually I'll just use about one dropper or less lah. Yeah, dropper. Yeah. Can't open up the bag. Okay. Jennifer, you want to look at do you have a video on how to use this? I can film a video. I can film a video for you. Okay. You can't open. Okay. So it's very simple. Actually, it's just twist. You can't open which one. Okay. So the cap, right? There is a on and off here. Okay. You will see. You just need to push it, and then you can open already. Very easy one. Okay. Can open already? Ah, very good. Okay. And then once you're done, you just put it back everything. Okay. Just put everything back into the hole. So just take note lah. There's different catch lah. Okay. We have different catch here. Then after that, you just put it back. Okay. So when you put the outer casing back, you just want to make sure that the outer casing, there's a hole. There's a hole here that aligns together with a dot at the bottom. You will see a dot here at the bottom. So you just twist it back to off lah. That's it. Everybody, okay? Then after that, what you want to do is you want to then turn on. Okay, if it doesn't turn on, it just means that there's no battery. Okay, so you want to take note of this. Okay, just take note that there's battery. Okay, everybody can turn on. I don't know whether you can turn on or not. Okay, you must let me know whether you can turn on or not. If cannot turn on means you need to charge. Okay, now there is 3 different gears that you can turn on. There is the medium, and there is the super fast, and there's the ultra fast one. Okay, but you just want to use like the normal type of mode, the first mode. Okay, if this is your first time using it. All right. Just use the one, Jennifer, just use the one with the bristles. Okay, use the ones with the bristles. Okay. Now, how often should we use this? Actually, I use this every day. I use this every day. So how you want to use this is you just can do this. Okay. So typically, I will just let it comb. Okay. There is EMS properties. EMS. And then there is red light. So you want to do this. Okay. Everybody, are you getting it? Okay. Everybody got it? Okay. Now, if you don't want to use the scalp serum, it's fine also. You can also not use it. Those of you just now, like I remember we have one lady that actually has oiling one. Okay. You can put your hair oil inside the container also, and then you can use this to do your hair oiling before you wash your hair. Must we, hold on, must we use it with our own, must we use it with the serum? I can use our serum. Okay, you can use our serum first. Then after that, you can also use it. You can also use it on its own, no problem. You don't have to use it with the serum also can one. Like you can just use it for the light and the massaging. Do this after the ampule, do daily. Yes, Renee, yes, do daily. So the one dropper full is for 1 day use. Okay, so RG, because my hair is thicker, so that's why I use one full dropper. It really depends on like how much you need to use it. Okay, some people, how they use it is they actually apply it first. So they actually drop it first. They drop like 3 drops. They just rub it in and then they will use this. Okay, so it depends on how it's easier for you to use it. Yes, it is on. Okay, so for how long? Okay, so this one you can just do for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, can already. Okay, it's on. I can see Jennifer using. How is it, Jennifer? How is your experience with it? You can share. It's quite short one. Can use it. Can use it scalps. Yes, Lily, of course. You mean this scalp solution? You want to use it directly on the scalp, right? Yes, yes. Oh, Maureen says the smell is lovely. Are you talking about the serum smell? You're talking about the serum smell, right? I chose this scent. This scent is my signature scent. This is made up of bergamot. It's pure EO, pure essential oil. Okay. It's bergamot and rose. Bergamot, rose, and one more other thing I can't remember. Wisteria. Bergamot, rose, wisteria. 3 things. Very nice smell. Would bedtime be a yes, absolutely, RG. That's why I asked you all to use at bedtime because this actually helps you to improve your entire blood circulation and you can sleep better. So you use it at night. Don't use it in the morning. Where got time in the morning? Unless Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow public holiday can. You tomorrow public holiday can slowly go and do. Okay. So this one very short one. All right. So I want you guys to go and continue. Oh, what dropped? Okay. Yeah. So I want you guys to go and continue using it. All right. And then share with me your feedback. All right. Share with me your feedback. Like it's very shook, okay, because like it gives you this very good massage that your hands cannot do. Okay. That's why we want to use tools to help you with it. Okay. 3 5 minutes can already. Maureen, 3 to 5 minutes is okay. Or 3 to 5 minutes can already. Okay. Now, so I understand that a lot of you has been asking me about my shampoos. Okay. Now for my shampoos, again, it wasn't intended to actually bring like it wasn't intended for me to actually share this shampoo because for me is more of like if you guys have your own shampoo, go ahead and use your own shampoo. But after I've done the audit on most of your shampoos, right? Like I think out of like 18 people, I would say more than half of your shampoos, the ingredients, I don't think it really makes it lah. Okay. Can't seem to put can one. Samantha, pour out. Opposite it, and you pour out. Okay. Yes. How soon can we start? How soon can we start to see results with this program? Now, RG, if you have been consuming the probiotics, your collagen, your nutrition, you have been doing your breathing, your all your stress relief exercises, you should be expecting to see change in about 40 days. 40 days. You should be expecting to see some kind of change and improvement in your hair and your mood. That's the most important thing. Cannot switch off, can. Press and hold. Press and hold the power on button. Confirm can. All right. So yeah, Jillian is like, yeah, so long now. Okay. So anyways, I have a very wide range and extensive range of hair shampoos and conditioner and of course like hair mask, but I'm not going to introduce everything to all of you because I actually kind of curated it according to what I know about you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you guys these top 3 shampoos, top 3 conditioners that I have, and 2 different types of boosters. Okay, all of this is optional. Whether or not you want to get it, it's a bonus for me. Okay, it's a bonus for yourself. But what I can say is that this range of hair products are all I've been using this for like 6 years. I've been selling it for 6 years. I think Jillian knows, right? So yeah, so I want to be able to share this with you because so many people have been asking me. ever since Jillian asked inside the chat. Okay, so I'm just taking it. Sorry. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce you this brand. Okay, this brand is called the All Masil brand. This brand is actually from Korea. All right. So I'm the exclusive distributor for this brand since 6 years ago. So I am only targeting the products that I think is suitable for you guys, like I mentioned earlier. So I have two types, which is scalp type of shampoo. So the very first type is, I think most of you will be very suitable, the scalp scaling shampoo. It's a bit blurring. Let me see. Okay, this is what we call the scalp scaling shampoo. Okay, so the scalp scaling shampoo, right? You can see that the consistency is very liquidy, very watery as well. All of my shampoos have no sulfates or silicones, okay? Especially these three. So then the next type, this is the apple vinegar shampoo. The apple vinegar shampoo is actually a very pH neutral shampoo that helps you to balance out your entire scalp. Okay, the pH level for this is 4.5 to 5.5. Singapore's weather and Singapore's pH level is 8. So Singapore's water level is actually slightly alkaline. But what we want is to turn our hair slightly acidic. Okay, so this will be the one to help you to clarify that. Okay, later I will share who is for what is for who. All right, and the last one is actually this. This is the Perfect Volume shampoo. That is very good for those of you with fine limp hair. You want some kind of natural volume hair. Okay, so for shampoos, we have three different types. The next question I know I'm going to get is that, so which one is for hair loss, right? So very happy and very proud to say that this brand here all has internationally certified hair loss ingredients. Okay, so and this brand comes with two different sizes. The one that you can see here is a smaller size. This is 300 ml. This is good for about a 1 month usage. For extremely long hair like me, it can last me for about 3 weeks or so. This is the bigger size. This is 500 ml. So typically this would last me for about a good 1.5 to 2 months if I use it every single day. Okay, and I still have to share my husband. So that's why it will last for about around there. So these two sizes. All right. So I'm just going to show you what are the differences. Let me just pull up my screen. Okay, no, I think I'll just say finish everything first. Okay. So the shampoos over here, all right, would be very good if let's say you are someone with oily scalp. Just now I mentioned like a lot of you here have oily scalp problem. Okay. Anyone here has dandruff problem. If you have dandruff problem, you must get the apple vinegar together with the scalp scaling. Okay. These two, like it is like a set. If you have dandruff and itchy and oiliness, this two is a must. When your scalp problem is small, the amount of shampoo that you get has to be more. Okay. Yes. So for dry, okay, you can actually go for the volume shampoo. Okay. So that's why just now I asked you all to do a test, right? And what is the test? The test is to tell me what is your scalp type. Remember? So these two shampoos in green are designated for scalp. The shampoo in blue is designated for hair. Okay, so for scalp, okay, as long as you have a scalp problem, it doesn't matter whether it's oily or it's super dry, you can actually use this green color scalp scaling. All right, so you can go for that one. Okay, if let's say you are targeting something for slightly oily, just very small amount of oily, okay, then you can go for the volume shampoo. Okay, so this one is actually one of our star product. The one that I'm holding right now, the volume shampoo is our star product. I think number one is because of the smell. It smells like berries. So a lot of people like the smell. That's the very first thing. The second thing is that they always say after using, they have this very nice airy feeling. So they feel like you know, I don't know how to explain, like, the top of the crown here, sometimes you feel like a little bit airy. So it feels lightweight. Okay, it doesn't feel so bogged down, so weighed down. Okay. Yes, Jillian, you can exchange. Actually, I have like all five types of the shampoo in my toilet. So really it depends on your hair mood that day. Okay. Just to be very upfront, we have six different types of shampoos. The reason why I'm only introducing you three types is because these are scalp targeted shampoos. Okay. And the reason why we are here is because we have an issue with our scalp. That's why I am actually recommending you to use the scalp shampoo. Okay. Now, so these are the three types. Later on, I will share the prices. Okay. And then the next one, okay, this one is huge. Okay. If you have dry and frizzy hair ends, you have split ends, you feel like your hair is never like untangled, like you feel that your hair is always very unruly. This one is huge. Okay, let me just grab it over here. Okay, so same thing, I also curate. Ayo, everything is dropping. So I've also curated three types of hair mask for you. Now, our hair mask is also known as um a conditioner. These are what we call hair mask. Okay, these two green colors are not the same green color. These two green color is not the same thing. Do you realize that there is a difference in the green? One is a darker green, one is a lighter green. Maybe you can't see it clearly on the camera, but one is a lighter green, one is a darker green. All right. So these two, okay, is actually targeted for the scalp. This is the first time a product like a hair conditioner can touch the scalp. Okay. All of our hair masks can touch the scalp. Okay. Your usual conditioners at home typically cannot touch the scalp. Your usual conditioner is the cream based one, correct? So typically that one you apply on your hair ends only, then you have to rinse off already. But for this, okay, you can touch the scalp all the way until your hair ends. And the best part is it only takes 8 seconds for you to rinse off. So normal conditioner will take about 20, like 15, 20 minutes before you can rinse off, right? But for ours, it only takes 8 seconds. Wow, right? I tell you, RG, Jillian, can you please share with them your experience with this? Okay. Yes, the packaging is all changed. Okay. Yes, this is a conditioner. Okay. I can tell you our hair mask is the star product, not the shampoo. Very strange one. Very strange one. Our hair mask is the star product. Okay. Yes, this is the conditioner. Okay. Is this for daily or weekly use? RG, every single day. So you use this as though you use your conditioner. So you use your conditioner every day, right? So same thing, you use this every day. So you don't use your conditioner anymore, throw away your conditioner. I dare to say this, throw away your conditioner, okay? Because this is really good, okay? Now, it has changed packaging, it has upgraded, okay? The smell, oh, you don't have to worry of our products one. Our products, the smell is like I pass on. Okay, so don't have to worry. It's either fruity smell, berry smell, very nice atas smell. I don't know how to explain the nice atas smell. Okay, but I want to share with you. This shampoo smells like berries. This shampoo, the scalp scaling one, right? If anybody knows, this is Zoom, not Facebook, so it's okay. I can say it smells exactly like Miss Dior perfume. If you all know Christian Dior, Miss Dior, it smells like that. Very nice smell. Okay. The apple vinegar shampoo, this one is huge. A lot of my customers love this. This is green apple smell. Very nice smell. It's just green apple. No vinegar smell. All right. So you don't have to worry. All our hair masks which is also known as the conditioner, okay, it will turn into cream base upon touching with water. So now you can see it's liquid, right? So when you pour it out, right, and your hair is wet, correct? So when you pour it out, all you need to do is just to do this, like you just apply, okay? And then you apply already, and then you just need to count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you rinse off. That's it. Okay? So very easy to use one. And for our products, we purposely actually change. We actually have this nozzle. Can you see there's a nozzle here so that it's easier for you to do this? Easier for you to do this. Okay? All you need to do is just to twist open. Twist, and then you will come out already. Can see, right? Okay. Please don't cut the tip, This one is not the Singer oil, you know, the oil they use to oil the door. No, this is not the Singer oil. Please don't go and cut the tip, This one cannot cut the tip, okay? Yeah, so you just need to do this. All right. Okay. What's the magical ingredients inside? It's not just one ingredient that actually makes it magical. So we have 3 different types of hair mask over here. Like for example, this one. This is what we call the scalp hair loss hair mask. Okay, so all of these ingredients inside, it has botanical extracts to actually help with your scalp healing. Okay, and it also has internationally certified ingredients like panthenol salicylic acid, okay, to actually help you to elevate your scalp issue. This is targeted for hair loss. This green color hair mask. All right. Hair mask is for hair. Conditioner is used daily. What do you mean? Are you asking me? Wait, does it make the hair too soft? No, it just makes the hair natural soft. It's just soft. I don't know how to tell you. It's just soft. Okay, you can ask Julian. Like I didn't know that she was a customer of this until she told me. Okay, I didn't know. Use the mask once a week. Samantha, no. This hair mask equals to your conditioner, equals to use daily. Yes, correct, Maureen. Yeah. So just now I was like, what are you talking? Okay. Yes, use daily. Yes, correct, Maureen. Very good. Yeah, Samantha, every day you use it. This one is your, as long as you wash your hair, you use this. So do we still need to use an additional mask for once a week use? Okay. Yes, we do. But I'm not going to confuse you with that additional mask because I want you to experience this first. This alone will change your mind. Like it will blow your mind. Really, really, it will blow your mind. After you use, like I'm very proud of my shampoo. I'm very proud of my hair series. Like I'm very proud of it. So yeah, you go and use this, okay, before you go for that once a week one. But I think you will need that additional mask because I've seen your hair photos before. You would need that one because your hair is really drying. Okay, so the last 2 products are actually introduced for people with frizzy hair, or if you are using some sort of hair dryer. Okay, even if you're using Dyson, okay, I will just say upfront because for me, I'm also using Dyson. But before I use Dyson, I also have to use this. Okay, what is this? This is a leave-on essence. It works as a heat protector. It is the most important thing in this entire series. Why? Because it helps you to heat protect your hair. If you want to use curling tong, you want to use straightener, you have to use this. Okay. It's not called silk balm anymore, it's silk essence. Okay. So why this is important? Let me show you an experiment. Now, imagine this cotton bud here is your hair. And imagine this lighter here is your hair dryer. If you never apply anything on your hair and every day you just use the hair dryer, it will chao da very quickly, right? It will burn very quickly, correct? But if now you have a heat protectant, which means it acts like a leave-on conditioner. Now I'm actually applying it here. Okay. You need to protect your hair strands with this. If not, your hair strands will burn off very, very quickly. Okay, there's too much here. Then, do you see what happened? Nothing happened. Okay, so this is the importance of having a heat protectant like this, especially when you're blowing dry your hair. Very important. Okay, will it weigh down fine hair? It won't, because inside there is glitters. I don't know whether if you can see the little fine glitter. The fine glitter is the one that help you to give your hair an airy feeling. Cannot see here, but if you see it from your eyes, you can see it. This camera cannot see. There is glitter here. Okay, so the glitter will not weigh down your hair. All right. It smells good. The new one is even more good. Like this one is even more good. The smell is wonderful. Okay. Now, the last one is what we call the hair oil. Okay. This hair oil is for you to use if, let's say, before you sleep, if you toss and turn a lot, all right, you just need to apply on your hands like this. Just now Lily asked for short hair. How? Okay, this is how. Just do this. You don't purposely go and apply on your scalp. This is not for you to apply on your scalp. This is for you to apply on your hair. Okay. Smells very good. Okay. So then you just apply like this. Okay. For those of you fly away hair, frizzy hair, okay, can apply like this. Hair oil is for you to apply when your hair is dry. The silk essence is for you to apply when your hair is damp. Okay. Yes, correct. All the packaging has been changed already because it is now cruelty free. It is all vegan. This entire range of products are all vegan and is cruelty free, which means that there is no animal harmed while doing all of these things. Okay, it's very important. All right. So of course, I have a very good bundle deal for all of you. Okay. Again, I want to stress that this is not compulsory, okay, but it's good to have, especially those of you which I mentioned your shampoo cannot make it one, okay, you want to consider getting this. All right, now, so let me share my screen. Okay, so this is the shampoo comparison that I shared earlier. Okay, the one on the left, which is the scalp scaling shampoo. All right, what I'm holding right now. Okay, this alone is very good for your oily, flaky, clogged scalp. You know, it helps to deep cleanse your scalp. Okay, it helps to soothe irritation and leaves your scalp feel fresh. Okay, now, and we have the perfect volume. Okay, so the perfect volume is flat, fine, lifeless hair, and it helps you to add natural volume without drying, airy, light, and fuller hair. All right. Samantha asks, you apply silk essence when your hair is damp, then you blow dry before using tongs. Exactly. Very correct. Okay. Jillian is like, I want. Okay. So apple vinegar is very good if you have dandruff, okay, and oiliness. Okay, this is a must go. All right, it helps you to balance your scalp pH and it leaves your scalp super clean and fresh. But it cannot be used daily. So this one you can only use 2 weeks maximum, and then you got to switch. Switch to which one? Switch to the scalp scaling shampoo. This is how you should switch. All right. I have been selling this range for 6 years now. I'm very proud of it. Okay. I'm not forcing you to buy. Okay. It's just sharing with you. If you guys want, I will share the special bundle. All right. This is the shampoo comparison. And then this would be the hair mask comparison. Yes, Renee, the rest can use daily. So just now I mentioned already the two types of we have the okay, sorry, there's a typo here. This should be hair targeted and this should be oh no, sorry, it's correct, Okay. So the hair loss hair mask, we have, just now I was mentioning, the hair loss hair mask, okay, is ideal for people with hair fall issue. You have very weak roots, that's why your hair falls, okay, or you have oily scalp, but doesn't mean that you have dry scalp you cannot use. Okay, refresh your scalp. It helps you to strengthen your roots as well. So after you use this, 8 seconds you can wash off. All right. And then we also have the volume hair mask. This is designed for flat limp hair. All right. After you use already, your hair will be, you have very airy. All right. So and your hair will feel airy and bouncy. Okay, and lastly, the Salon Premium Mask. Okay, this is also green in color, so note that there's two different greens here. Okay, the Premium Mask is for frizzy, dry hair. Okay, the Premium Mask is actually is the most premium out of all the hair masks that we have. Okay, it actually helps to revive your dull strands and your rough texture. All of these hair masks have no silicones inside, which is perfect and is wonderful. Okay, there is two sizes. Okay, so let me show you the difference in size on screen. Okay, the 200 ml one, okay, can last me for only 3 weeks because my hair is very long and very thick. Okay, the one that is 350 typically can last me for about 1.5 months to 2 months. So I usually go for the big one. Okay, now so the prices are all there. Okay, and the last one, Jill is asking, hair loss hair mask must put on the scalp. It will be good for you to put on the scalp. Okay, it will be good. You don't have to put on the scalp. It's not compulsory, but you can put on the scalp. Okay. If you have all the issues, how? So for all the issues, are you talking about the hair mask? For me, I have minimally two different types of hair masks that I interchange with. Okay, so you can choose two types if you want to. But if not, just choose your number one top priority that you want to go for first. Is it the dryness issue or is it the hair loss issue? Which one? All right. So the last one would be the hair booster comparison. This is the one that I highly recommend. Okay, especially if you blow dry your hair. Okay, if you use hair dryer, even if you are using Dyson, you have to use this. You will love this. Trust me. Okay, Silk Essence hair oil. One is on damp hair. This is for you to apply after you blow dry and after your hair is dry already. You can use this. Okay, it helps you to protect your hair from UV damage. This hair oil here is your UV sunblock for your hair. It's like a UV sunblock for your hair. Okay, so the Silk Essence can protect your hair from heat damage up to 200 degrees Celsius.